I'd like to be a queen in people's hearts. Only do what your heart tells you. Life is just a journey. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Everyone needs to be valued. Everyone has the potential to give something back. Everybody needs hugs. A mother's arms are more comforting than anyone else's. Family is the most important thing in the world. Being a princess isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Call me Diana, not Princess Diana. If men had to have babies, they would only ever have one each. I've got to have a place where I can find peace of mind. I like to be a free spirit. Some don't like that, but that's the way I am. I have a woman's instinct, and it's always a good one. The kindness and affection from the public have carried me through some of the most difficult periods, and always your love and affection have eased the journey. It's not sissy to show your feeling. When you are happy, you can forgive a great deal. I am all about caring. I have always been like that. The biggest disease in this day and age is that of people feeling unloved. Anywhere I see suffering, that is where I want to be, doing what I can. Whoever is in distress can call on me. I will come running wherever they are. Everyone needs to be valued. Everyone has the potential to give something back. I am not a political figure. I am a humanitarian figure. Always was, always will be. It's vital that the monarchy keeps in touch with the people. It's what I try and do. The greatest problem in the world today is intolerance. Everyone is so intolerant of each other. Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded. I knew what my job was. It was to go out and meet the people and love them. I don't want expensive gifts. I don't want to be bought. If you find someone you love in your life, then hang on to them. I don't go by the rule book. I led from the heart, not the head. Hugs can do great amounts of good, especially for children. Any sane person would have left long ago. But I cannot. I have my sons. They say it is better to be poor and happy than rich and miserable. But how about a compromise like moderately rich and just moody? I understand that change is frightening for people, especially if there's nothing to go to. It's best to stay where you are. I understand that. Nothing brings me more happiness than trying to help the most vulnerable people in society. It is a good and essential part of my life, a kind of destiny. Every one of us needs to show how much we care for each other and, in the process, care for ourselves. Carry out a random act of kindness, with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you. HIV does not make people dangerous to know, so you can shake their hands and give them a hug. Heaven knows they need it. The night before the wedding, I was very, very calm, deathly calm. I felt I was a lamb to the slaughter. I knew it and couldn't do anything about it. It has always been my concern to touch people with leprosy, trying to show in a simple action that they are not reviled, nor are we repulsed. People think that at the end of the day, a man is the only answer. Actually, a fulfilling job is better for me. I think every strong woman in history has had to walk down a similar path, and I think it's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear. I want my boys to have an understanding of people's emotions, their insecurities, people's distress, and their hopes and dreams. I think like any marriage, especially when you've had divorced parents like myself, you want to try even harder to make it work. When no one listens to you, or when you feel no one's listening to you, all sorts of things start to happen. For instance, you have so much pain inside yourself that you try and hurt yourself on the outside.
If you liked this video, we have more in store for you. Support us by subscribing the channel and clicking the bell icon.